I've been wanting to make a video like this for a very, very long time. Maybe for the last few years because I'm just watching something on YouTube talking about blacks and whites will be going through a civil war one day, probably in a few years. That's what they predict. And I've been talking about this for a very fucking long time. And I always believe that blacks and whites will go to war with each other. And the only reason why I believe that because for a long time, as you started seeing these white uh sort of like militias and skinheads, clans, white supremacists, the neo Nazis, the Aryan Nation, they're forming like little towns, and you still have these little towns that are called like sunset towns that still exist in America, even at the Jim Crow, like in Florida, like in Texas, like in Louisiana, Mississippi, in the South, in the Midwest, some up the East Coast. We still have this problem with racism, and it's just not that. It's what Charlie Kirk had done. Charlie Kirk had started something, and he believes that racism doesn't exist in America. He believed that blacks are complaining and we don't deserve reparations. He even said that slavery was just and slavery wasn't bad. He was the he's the spokesperson for Donald Trump. He's the spokesperson for the radicals. I don't give a fuck if it's right or left, but also for the Aryan Nation, the Klan, the skinheads, the neo Nazis, and plenty more racial divisions. And like I said, these little sunset towns that blacks now are actually complaining about because there are a lot of black truck drivers, male and female, are driving across the country and they're ending up missing. And you're starting to see lynching coming back because I have heard that they had lynched some black guy in Mississippi and also a white guy down there in Mississippi. He was a homeless guy. And black people don't hang themselves. Not even in not even the 1840s to even to the 1900s, and even to the 1950s or 60s. That blacks don't hang themselves. And the thing about it is that we're starting to see so much racism and violence that even after 2020, after the pandemic, and I even said the pandemic really has adjusted what was really going to happen between blacks and whites. And see, people don't want to believe this is going to happen, but it's going to happen because racism can't, you cannot keep on pushing a gorilla and thinking a gorilla is not going to attack. It's like an alligator attacking a little baby gorilla, and the mother comes along and sees the alligator eating on the baby gorilla, and you think the mom gorilla is going to allow that to happen, or elephant that's probably the smartest animal in the world is going to not going to forget of what somebody had done to them years ago and come back and remember that person, even as a male, female, elephant, lion, or even a human, is going to remember and is going to attack. This is what us as black people are going to get sick and tired of. Now, see, white people can keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. But the thing is that do you really want to push a gorilla? Because black people are gorillas on some serious shit. Now, see, the thing that protects white people are guns. See, we don't have to use that because we would love to fight with our hands. But see, civil war doesn't uh, really start until somebody started. And I believe that the whites are going to start it with the blacks because blacks are not trying to start anything but make money, trying to survive, and do things for their family and try to protect their family. That's what we're trying to do. And we're trying to change ourselves into better people. Now, there's a lot of blacks are dealing with religion, which I keep telling black people get out of the religion because white people don't want us in their religion. We took their God and we made it into our own God. And I keep telling black people to get out of that religion because this is the reason why a civil war will happen. Because they don't want us in their religion. They don't want us counting their money. Do you know that even if we try to get homes, they still redline us after many years of Jim Crow? You know, they still attack us and make us feel like we don't belong here. Even though we don't belong here, and I say black people, we don't belong here because we were brought here. And if we wasn't brought here, it'd been a different story. If we were born here like the Native Americans, we could have some type of power to keep our foot in the front door, but we can't because we don't belong here. We belong on another continent. But we try to accept this country as ours because once we got out of slavery, we had nowhere to go. So we just started to work and started to try to buy land and try to make ourselves rich, and try to start our own towns. But they were destroyed. How can you destroy towns and then all of a sudden you want to keep us out of your town, right? But we were trying to build towns to keep out of white towns, but y'all want to destroy our towns so we can go into y'all town so y'all could just kidnap us, lynch us, take our organs, and do everything because that's what they're doing in these little sunset towns, which I still don't understand why they exist. Why? I never can understand how a culture of people hate so much of another culture that never did anything to them. It just don't make no sense. The hate, the violence, the anger after probably thousands of years of African people trying to survive after being created first and living in the world by ourselves until we started mixing and we started getting out of Africa. We started traveling to different lands across the world, and we're trying to find ourselves. And then we started changing because our culture had changed through the millions of years of becoming a different cultures, because we mixed. And then the Europeans came out of nowhere, and then the Europeans wanted to learn from the blacks. And next thing you know, they got jealous of the blacks, and then they wanted to enslave the blacks. And it's not, it's just a slave, just enslave the blacks. Nobody, no other culture, maybe other few cultures, maybe their own culture, but the blacks were the most hated, the most feared. And I still can't get that. But you want to keep on pushing the motherfucking elephant and the gorilla. And y'all don't want to keep on pushing the elephant and the gorilla. See, like I said before, y'all want to use the military to fight us. You want to use cops to fight us. You want to use the militia, the clan. You want to use racial ways to fight us. But you cannot fight us one on one. You cannot fight to put the guns down and say, let's go to war. You want to go to war? Come on. Let's use these hands. Let's do what we used to do when we were tribal, when we were living in Africa, when we used to fight with spears and shields. But then y'all started bringing y'all guns and start bringing y'all cannons and y'all muskets to a battle where we couldn't even try to even attempt to fight y'all. But now we have the semis. Now we have the handguns. Now we are feared. Because y'all didn't want to give that to us in the first place. That's the reason why you kept us from being cops. That's why you kept us out of the military. That's why y'all didn't want us to carry any type of weapons. Because y'all were so afraid of us. Even during slavery, no, even after slavery, whites were so scared of blacks being freed that white people started protecting themselves from black people because they thought black people were actually going to have revenge because they were slaves. Not like the Native Americans and the Mexicans that actually went to war with the whites. We never went to war with y'all. We're different between the Native Americans. We're different between the Mexicans because we're tribal. Remember, we come from Africa, tribal country where we lived and survived to hunt lions and tigers and bears. We didn't live on a continent like how y'all lived your lives by stealing, robbing, raping, and murdering. We didn't do that. We survived in open climate of heat. We're actually, islanders. We're from the ocean. So basically, we're closer to the ocean. So we were out there hunting and doing a lot of things that y'all try to take away from us. Now, if we start getting together, like you had the Klan, the white supremacists, and all of them all together trying to survive and do all this stuff to try to learn how to kill us and get rid of us. We could do the same exact fucking same thing because we still have tribal minds. This is the reason why we are like this with family. This is the reason why we're so territorial because we were taught that in Africa. We were taught to protect anything that was ours. So the thing that white people fear about black people is our intelligence. Because once we get intelligent, y'all want to run away and hide. And then y'all want to call us names. Then y'all want to try to attack us by attacking us from behind, by pulling us over, telling us, oh, we don't have a license. We are having drugs in cars. We carry guns. Just because y'all are so afraid of us. What did we do? I know that I always ask white people, what did black people do to white people so bad that they have to have so much hate and anger towards us when we never ever did anything to you besides make y'all money? We helped y'all build this fucking country to the way it is today. Y'all took all our inventions. Y'all burned down all our towns. Y'all took our money and land. Y'all redlined us. Y'all Jim Crow us. Y'all do all these things to us. And now, when we are sitting here trying to understand what's going on now, y'all want to start a civil war with us. And the thing about it is, white people say, we never want to start a civil war with black people. Yes, y'all do. Y'all want to fight us so bad because y'all think y'all can win. And y'all know y'all can't. Yes, we're a small population of 13%. That's the only reason why y'all probably can defeat us because we're 13% population. It is more whites, Puerto Ricans, and many other cultures. But you got to understand. You got to understand this. You don't have nobody on your side. We have the Puerto Ricans. We have the other cultures. Maybe the other cultures are looking at us differently, but they're changing their mind now about black people because they're like, damn, they're treating us just like black people. You're treating the Mexicans, you're treating the Puerto Ricans, the Indians, the Asians, and many other cultures the same way you're treating black people. Just remember whose side they're going to be on to help fight the Civil War while y'all are standing over there at a little smaller percent. And our numbers are going to get bigger because they're going to help us fight y'all. Remember, y'all came here and took this island from the Native Americans. Y'all went to Mexico and invaded Mexico and took Mexico. Y'all did things to Japanese, to the Chinese, to the Jewish. Y'all did a lot of things to different people when they came here, when y'all threw them in slums. Y'all wouldn't let them work. You tried to get rid of them, through paying for the Holocaust, because I know a lot about that because I was so big on so I'm so big on World War II and what they did to the Jews over there, and they also, I mean, Walt Disney and many of like Ford and all of them actually funded the Holocaust. When Hitler came over here with all his minions, and he was sitting over here enjoying himself, sitting back, relaxing in Washington, D.C., with this big, humongous march they had in New York. My fault was New York. Then they had this big, humongous march. They had this big, humongous conference inside the motherfucking, I forgot what building it was in. But they had a big picture of George Washington, and all the Germans were there. And next thing you know, the United States ended up in the war, but had no reason to even get near Hitler because they had the Red Army of Stalin catch him. And then they want to start hating on Russia after who court the motherfucking who the one who got the Berlin first? The Red Army. Oh, and another person that people should understand that might actually help blacks fight the Civil War. His name is Putin. Because people don't know about Putin, that Putin has a Black Madonna that he brings out a lot. You know what the Black Madonna is, right? Y'all white people know what the Black Madonna is, right? Y'all actually know what the fucking Black Madonna is? If y'all fucking white motherfuckers don't know what the Black Madonna is, y'all must be crazy. Because the Black Madonna been around for thousands of years. Which they also said that it was dirty and also it collected dust. It was really a white Mary and a white Jesus, but it got dirt on it. But really, honestly, it's a black painting of the black Jesus and the black Mary that Putin brings out. And you can even look it up. See, people don't understand. Black people thrive for millions of years before the white man ever came from the mountains. And then when y'all came from the mountains and saw the Moorish Muslims, y'all wanted to help from the Moorish Muslims. And when the Moorish Muslims helped y'all got rid of them. And once y'all got rid of the Moorish Muslims, y'all stole everything from the African. Y'all stole everything from the Moorish Muslim. Y'all stole everything from the Jamaican, the Haitian. You stole everything from the Brazilians. Y'all stole everything that was actually particularly black, like the Puerto Rican, the Dominican, and many other Indians that live in Asia, and also the Native Americans that came out of Africa and came over to Canada into motherfucking the United States, and even the fucking Mexicans that are even black. And I could go on and on and on because they don't even know their history because they're afraid of their history. But if they really know about their history, they keep it to themselves because I know they know they're fucking black. And most of y'all whites always think the country is white. It is never was a white Christian country because the Native Americans was fucking here that y'all were mixing with. Then y'all mix with the blacks and y'all mix with other cultures. How is this country a white fucking country? This country was never white. Never a white country. It was a Christian country, of course, because y'all brought the religion from Europe over to here. I guess so, because the Native Americans wasn't Native. Well, their Native Americans wasn't Christian, and the Mexicans wasn't Christian. The Spaniards came over here and helped y'all dominate this country because the Spaniards were Christians because they were invaded by y'all too. And not just them, the Moorish Muslims. See, the one thing about it is, I understand that you got the Muslims that had Africans first, and then you had the Dutch, then you had the Portuguese, then you had the Europeans that had slaves. But the slavery thing is the funniest thing. How do you free people and then hate the people that you freed? But you won't send them back to their fucking country that they came from. But now, y'all want to snatch up everybody from this country and call them immigrants and send them to another country they never fucking been to, or a prison they never fucking, a prison that's outside of the country, but you won't send them back to the country that they're originally from or their ancestors are really from. Why is that? What are y'all afraid about? You afraid that they're gonna come back here and team up with the blacks? Because that's what white people are really afraid of, us teaming up with other people. Because if we team up with other people, you're not gonna win the Civil War. You know that. Y'all not going to win that Civil War. And I say the Civil War is going to come because one thing's going to lead to another. A white man's going to probably do something to a black man, probably a cop, maybe somebody that just wanted to do something stupid, like a young white kid that can't get over his fucking self, that still is like lost in trying to be an adult and trying to be in his politic bullshit. And you got the parents pumping him up by taking pictures of him with a semi-automatic and a shotgun and posting it online. And honestly, you want to say that black people are gang members and violent, but you're starting to see that who actually put that one little thing in Charlie Clark. Rest in peace. Don't want to cause no harm to him because no man should die like that. It's really, really sad how he died because I didn't want that man to die. I wanted that man to get knuckled because the things that he said out of his mouth, yes, it's a freedom of speech because the government is the only one that can actually can't say nothing about your freedom of speech. Maybe your job can, but and other people in public will say that he was a representative of the white man and the white woman and the white child. Why? Why? How? How is Charlie Clark that? How is any man, woman, or child that's racist to people that never did nothing to them? And the hatred that he made money off of, he made millions off of hating black people, and not just black people, other cultures, and many other people around the world. And now you forgot about the Muslims, and really you want to say that they can be on the black side. That's what they're really afraid of, the Muslims coming here to the United States, because the Muslims are starting to see that black people, god damn, like they're treating black people like that. They're treating us the same way because Donald Trump want to start banning Muslims from the country again. What the fuck is going on with this fucking country? If you want all the blacks to leave, you want all the cultures to leave, we'll leave you, leave all these white motherfuckers here because you number one, you ain't gonna survive. That's just point blank. Who's gonna build your country? Y'all don't even want to fucking work. Y'all been watching us work for y'all for over nearly 200 to 400 years. We actually built this country with our bare fucking hands, blacks and immigrants. Y'all Europeans sat on your asses and watched. Then y'all want to lynch us, hurt us when we want to be freed because y'all were afraid. Now y'all are really afraid. Now you're following, like we said that we follow behind Martin Luther King, or we follow behind Frederick Douglass, or we follow behind Malcolm X, and we had leaders that y'all also murdered. And y'all also took away from us. So we had to go to the Bible because we had no leader. So we had to follow your God. So we had to make your God ours. We had to make your Jesus ours because we had nobody. Because y'all took everybody from us by assassinating them or throwing them into prisons. Because the fear that y'all have of black people that didn't do a goddamn thing, didn't even touch your children, didn't touch your women, didn't touch your men. All we wanted to do is live in a country free, and we wanted to start over living somewhere else and learning about the country that we're living in. And we couldn't even do that because all y'all wanted to do was kill us. Y'all wanted to put us back in slavery because y'all wanted to make money because y'all didn't want to make y'all own motherfucking money. And when y'all started bringing factories in here, y'all started treating the other immigrants like shit and forcing them to work, forcing them to do slave labor. Because, damn, we can't do it to the blacks no more, so we might as well do it to other people. Let's just bring some motherfuckers over here from other countries so we can make them slaves too. And now y'all afraid of them. Just imagine if they get on the black side. Just imagine the Mexicans. Just imagine the Native Americans. Just imagine the Chinese, the Japanese. Just imagine the Dominicans. Just imagine if any culture in this country that sees blacks, because you already know what happened to black doors, black lives matter. The whole world represented black people. The whole world marched. The whole world marched. All cultures, including white. And I can even say white people will even help black people fight. Because white people are getting sick of fucking sick and tired of white people. They're getting sick and tired of their own fucking culture fighting black people for no fucking reason. White people don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. Y'all make all this motherfucking money. Y'all all so fucking powerful. Y'all rule the world with an iron fist, but y'all still hate blacks. For some reason, y'all gotta pick with us like y'all are like fucking bullies. And then when we smack the shit out of y'all want to turn around and get us y'all want to get us locked the fuck up. Y'all want to get us pulled over. We can't even drive down the street with a nice ass car without y'all pulling us over. Even though we work hard every motherfucking day just like y'all do to pay for insurance, to pay for a car note, and actually have a fucking driver's license, we can't even drive our fucking car down I-95 or whatever highway without somebody pulling us the fuck over and tell us to get the fuck out the car. Y'all look suspicious. But y'all white motherfuckers are the ones with the biggest drug addicts. Y'all the ones that deal with fentanyl. Y'all the ones that deal with all this type of shit. Y'all the ones that brought the guns to the country. Y'all the ones that brought the drugs in the country. Without drugs, this country would not be making any motherfucking money. But your boy Donald Trump want to stop that shit. So this country ain't going to be making no more motherfucking money because he's going to try to force all y'all motherfuckers to work. And y'all are so mad that Donald Trump is not on y'all side because a lot of white motherfuckers out there, the megas, really think that Donald Trump is on y'all side, which he's fucking not because he's on the side of the rich. And the rich is the only white motherfuckers that he care about. And if it's any race that's not just white, it could be any color that got money and it's green. He only cares about that. He don't care about nobody but that. He don't care about if you're just some dead, broke, poor white motherfuckers, and most of them are Irish, or most of them are Jews, and most of them are fucking just plain old ordinary white that are poorest of the poorest, and he doesn't care nothing about y'all. But y'all voted for this motherfucker. Y'all don't care nothing about what's really going on in the world. Y'all don't know what the fuck is going outside of y'all city because y'all stuck in the suburbs. Y'all never been to the fucking hood. And if y'all have been to the hood, y'all probably walk through it because y'all are so fucking scared of us. Then y'all just don't want to stay there that long. Y'all want to get nothing. You want to get nothing to know about the black culture in real sense. Y'all believe that the black culture had done all this dumb shit throughout the years, which you know it ain't fucking true. Because y'all know the history of what blacks went through, but they want to stop that history and lie on us so y'all can fight us. Come on, we ready to fight. We ready to fight y'all. Y'all want to fight us? Y'all want to have a civil war? Just remember, there's different sides. Because it's not that many Klansmen. There's not that white supremacy. Yes, you got these little small towns that are sunset towns, but guess what? Those are the motherfuckers that stay in their towns and won't leave their motherfucking towns and go to the hood. Because we were going to be waiting. We're waiting anyway. We're waiting for y'all. It's just like we're not voicing and we're not vocal about it. But when I start seeing these videos that white people still don't have no understanding of why they exist, and they believe God is the way of just being pure white, because there's no such fucking thing as white. pure. There's no such fucking thing. Because even Hitler wasn't a fucking white man. Hitler was a German and also an Austrian. He was not fucking white. And everybody knows he fucking wasn't. He wasn't a white man. Everybody know who Hitler was. And if you know the history, that he burnt out his own fucking town to find out who he truly was. Because everybody thought he was really half German and half Jew. That's what they really thought. And all y'all white motherfuckers out there thinking y'all know more about him than anybody else, and you don't know anything about him. Because him doesn't have the really true story of him, because most of the story of Hitler has been thrown away throughout history. And the man didn't even like his own people. He even killed most of his people. He killed mostly Jews and his own people because he tried to starve them to fucking death. And he tried to force them to fight after he died. Like, who does that? Oh, my fault. My fault. Y'all do. Y'all don't care about losing. Y'all care about only winning. Y'all care about superiority and power. But black people don't give a fuck about that. We don't care about that because we used to be kings. We used to be in power. We used to walk around in fucking golden fucking buildings. Y'all used to worship us. Y'all used to bow down to us. But y'all are so afraid of us now for some godly reason, like we are the same people that was 2,000, almost 6,000 years ago. We're not the same fucking people. We're not kings and queens no more. We're just the average people that's trying to survive in a fucking country that's not even fucking yours or ours. The people that are here, y'all took that shit from them. And you brought the people that is us from another country and try to say, oh my God, it's your fault. It's your fault. Y'all try to blame us for everything. But y'all couldn't blame y'all motherfucking selves for shit. Because all y'all do is blame y'all God and y'all blame the devil. That's all y'all do. Y'all can't blame y'all shit for the things that y'all had done to us. And not just to us, many other cultures. We can't even walk around and enjoy ourselves in the year 2025 without being afraid to go outside and be able to do things with ourselves without looking at the cops, looking at a white man walk down the street, locking his fucking door, or having a cop pull us over, or having ICE walk around and go into people's houses or stop people in their cars and say, oh, you don't belong here. Motherfucker, we don't fucking belong here. The white man, the black man, and many other countries don't belong here because this ain't our fucking country because you stole that shit from the people that were already here. They were here. You called them the same things you call black people, you call the Native Americans animals, violent. And then y'all had the nerve to try to exterminate them. And then y'all give them reservations and a little bit of teeny bit of fucking money. You change their religion into Christianity. And then you blame them for what happened to them. Then you bring another culture over here. You brainwash my culture. Tell my culture lies. You rape my culture. You beat and abuse my culture. You give them false education. You won't give them our education, the original education that we should have gotten from our own homeland, to tell the truth about what really fucking happened. Then when you try to tell the truth of what happened, now you want to blindfold us a fuck again, like y'all try to blindfold us during slavery, telling us that slavery is just through the Bible. Then you try to burn every fucking thing that we have down because we try to build our own civilization and our own Mecca because y'all were so fucking jealous of us. Then you want to tell our kids that we are the bad parents because you separated us for many hundreds of years throughout history. You separated us from our families by taking our families away from us during slavery. Just remember that too. Remember that y'all separated us during slavery? How you took the mother and the father away from the child and forced the child to work and forced the mother to go somewhere else, the father to go somewhere else. Do you rape the father? Do you rape the mother? Do you rape the child? Then you try to fucking take the women and you try to fucking, you try to take their uterus out of them and you try to make sure they don't have any babies. Then you try to give us condoms and then you try to give us birth control to only black people and no other fucking culture because you didn't want us to have any more children because you want to say that we were the ones that were having the issues with kids and we wasn't because y'all fucking kids were actually watching us get lynched. Y'all were having picnics and parties of watching black people getting lynched. How the fuck can you do that shit to having your child watch black people get lynched? How is that possible? Why would you even do that certain type of evil? And you believe in God, so God will sit there and lynch everybody, right? Knowing that God is a good God, right? But you will sit there and have your child, your son and your daughter come on a picnic. Hey, we're going on a picnic, son and daughter. We're going to watch a black man and a black woman and a black child be lynched. You're going to enjoy it. And you got the kids up there smiling, taking pictures. What the fuck? And these are fucking pictures that still exist, but they're trying to hide these pictures. They're trying to hide these pictures, to try to get rid of these pictures. They're doing everything they can to keep black people looking like it's our fault. Y'all brought us here. Why did you bring us here? Why did you let us go back home? If you didn't want nothing to do with us, blacks would not be here. You could have gave us an island off the coast of Africa. We would have been happy about that shit. You could have sent us to Brazil. You could have sent us to Puerto Rico. You could have sent us to Hawaii. Remember, y'all stole them fucking lands too. Remember, Puerto Rico's American, and you got Mexico. You got Hawaii as American that y'all fucking stole. Y'all's like stealing shit from people. Then y'all want to steal Canada. Then you want to steal Greenland. I'm happy that he didn't go over there. Trump didn't go over there and have a war with motherfucking England too. After King Charles was laughing at his ass and saying some jokes about him. This doesn't make no sense to me. It doesn't make any fucking sense what white people had done to black people for so long, and y'all blame us for every fucking thing, but y'all don't even say, you know what, it's our fault. We should have brought y'all here. We should have never brought y'all here on slave ships. We should have let y'all in Africa. But y'all don't want to say that. You want to say, oh, it's so justified that the Bible said that slavery is just. We must do by what God says. We should just have a whole bunch of black people work and be outside all day with no shoes on and no pants, have the women work all day and take care of kids up all night, make sure they are told what to do, go to church, and do their job while we make money off their backs. And we can whip them, beat them, and abuse them. But y'all are the ones that brought us on these fucking ships for 12 fucking months. Or not even for 12 months. It's probably been less than that. Because I believe y'all went from Africa to Brazil to fucking Puerto Rico up to the Jamaica to America. That was probably the easier ride. Because I know they didn't do no 12 months. I know there were some fights on them ships. And I know blacks actually defended themselves because the men were not going to allow y'all to fuck with our women and our children. And y'all want to go up there and try to abuse us and rape us on these ships and throw us off ships. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all motherfuckers? Y'all are some evil people. The devil does exist. And it's y'all. It's crazy how you believe in a God. I don't even know how you even represent the God that y'all even pray to. Because the devil should be really y'all God that y'all represent to, because that's what y'all really actually are. Y'all are demons. Y'all hate us that much. Y'all despise us that much. You have a man that actually despises us too, and y'all worship this man. Y'all celebrate this man. They're going to have a fucking day for this man. That is fucking ridiculous. Then his wife is taking over what he had done. So she's going to be talking shit about black people. Then you got these other motherfucking white supremacist kids that are young around his age that's going to say the same thing about black people. And us black people are still so fucking confused. Like, what the fuck do we do that have these problems? Why couldn't they just leave us in Africa? Why couldn't they just leave us the fuck alone? Why don't they leave us alone? Why they keep picking with us? Why do they want to bother us so much? What is this like? It's like, it's fun? It's like y'all celebrating to pick with us, but y'all won't pick with no other culture. Because them other cultures won't stand that shit. Because we're brought here by boat, so we can't go back, but other people can go back to their countries. And they can bring back motherfuckers. And them people over there, like the presidents and the prime ministers, don't want you messing with their people. Even though Africa try to bring black people back, but y'all try to keep us from not even going to Africa. When we wanted to go back, and they were giving out homes and jobs and money for us black people to go back, y'all kept us from going there. And even the fucking thing about it is, the funny thing about it, China tried to do the same thing during the pandemic. Ukraine tried to do the same fucking thing when black people were trying to leave Ukraine. during the time of the start of the war between Russia and Ukraine. Blacks were trying to leave. They wouldn't even let blacks leave the fucking country. Blacks couldn't even stay in their own homes in China during the pandemic because they started blaming black people for the pandemic, saying that we were the only ones that carried the pandemic virus. And they know that's not even fucking true. Knowing that we are African people, yes, in Africa, African people are not really are immune to viruses because they're more in the heat. And everybody knows how viruses die. Viruses die because of heat. That's the reason why that the pandemic really actually started in March. Because it was still kind of cold and people's bodies were actually starting to adapt to the new season that was coming, that was spring. Knowing our bodies had to adapt. Knowing that was a good time to have a virus around. And they started giving it to people. Because I always will believe that the virus was given. It never came from fucking nowhere because it was already fucking here, just like the Spanish flu was when the military was being experimented on and they sent all the military soldiers over there to Spain with the virus that was here in the United States because they kept on telling them to stop sending troops from the United States to Spain. And they kept on sending fucking troops over to Spain and they kept on bringing back dead motherfuckers over here. And the virus started lingering in the United States, knowing it started here. But they don't want to tell you that because you know why they don't want to tell you that? Because they're so afraid of y'all being mad at your own country. Because I always tell white people they're doing experiments on y'all too. They always has been doing experiments on y'all, even during World War II, World War One, the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, and even long before fucking that. And y'all know it's fucking true. Because when y'all were over there in Europe, when they sent that Black Death all over the fucking place with them rats because of the fucking Pope, over there was sending them rats out because he got rid of all the fucking cats. And they started sending them fucking rats out and the mice house with them ticks. And they were all been in y'all houses biting y'all. And y'all ended up fucking sick and they were locking y'all the fuck down. Wouldn't allow y'all to fucking go outside. The funny thing about it is they used to leave somebody outside. So when somebody died in the house, somebody would have to bury him. If it was the son, the daughter, the brother, the husband, whoever it was, had to stand outside and wait for their family to die from the virus so they could bury them. And y'all came over here to this country to leave all that bullshit from there to bring all that shit to this country. So y'all did the same. Y'all doing the same thing that y'all doing in Europe. Y'all doing here, and y'all doing it to the different people of different nationalities because y'all love power. Y'all love it so much. Y'all hate to give up y'all power, even though I don't understand why y'all care about fucking pieces of paper with dead motherfuckers on it that been dead for nearly 200 years that own slaves. But y'all care about that shit. Yes, we care about money too, but we really don't care about it too much like y'all care about it. Because we ain't sitting up there trying to rule the fucking world and try to end people's lives and start wars and shit and start racism across the country just to have power like y'all like to do. Y'all like to start this power. Y'all like to have this power over top of y'all, and y'all don't want to share the power. Y'all want to keep it for yourselves. So y'all are going after the people that you think is going to take your power away. Us. Y'all believe that we're going to take y'all power away. That's the reason why y'all act like that towards us. This is the reason why y'all lynch us and murder us, lock us up. We are the biggest margins of people, only a small percentage of 13%, but we got a large percentage of blacks in prison that are in there for no fucking reason, or we are in there for a reason, but y'all try to keep us there for life. Y'all try to keep us away from our family. Y'all want to separate us from our daughters and our sons. Y'all want to separate us from our children's mother or our wives or our girlfriends. Y'all want to separate us from that. But y'all want to say, oh, we're a good family. But y'all sit up there and massacre your whole family when y'all get a chance to just because of money, insurance, and many other fucking things y'all massacre your family for because y'all are so hateful. Or y'all believe in the Bible that y'all are so justified with this Bible and thinking the Bible's telling y'all to do some crazy motherfucking shit because y'all believe y'all God is telling y'all, yeah, y'all should be evil to the people that I created. Because you know God created black people, right? You know God created black people too, right? If he created all men in his image, right? So he created black people, but he created black people first. And then when he created black people first, then he created the white man from some albino, whatever it was. Well, you want to call it what Bigfoot or whatever you want to call that animal that y'all be searching for the last past thousands of years. You know what I mean? Y'all keep on searching for that motherfucker, and there's actual truth to that y'all were Sasquatches because y'all were actually full of hair when y'all came from out the mountains. Because the first people that y'all met was the Moorish Muslims, and they saw y'all with all this fucking hair all over y'all fucking body from head to toe. And it's fucking actually true. They actually got fucking pictures of it. They actually got drawings of these white men coming from the mountains, even women with nothing but hair on their bodies from head to toe, full of hair. This is the reason why y'all look for the Sasquatch. This is the reason why y'all look for the Bigfoot, because it's y'all ancestor. That's the reason why y'all look for them. That's the reason why y'all are so obsessed with dinosaurs and many other creatures y'all obsessed with. Because these are the animals that y'all probably adapted to at the time of when they were around. But see, black people didn't need to go through all that fucking shit of adapting to these animals because we didn't give a fuck about the animals. The only thing we cared about the animals that we had to eat and hunt and actually had to survive around to keep us from dying and having them kill us. But y'all didn't care about that. So y'all came to America, got rid of all the motherfucking bison that the Native Americans were actually surviving off of. Y'all got rid of all the other animals on the planet, like elephants, lions, and tigers, and many other animals. Y'all got rid of. Y'all got rid of all the medicine, and y'all take all the medicine and the seeds, and y'all placed it in the fucking Arctic because y'all know y'all have a nuclear war soon, and y'all want to be prepared because y'all want to be the only survival. But I always believe that the Earth is going to take whatever it wants to fucking take, and it's going to take the people that actually hated the people that were actually here first. Because Earth already know that black people were here first. Earth already knows that because Earth is the Mother Earth of black, not the Mother Earth of white. So it knows who we are. It doesn't know who the fuck you are because you're destroying the world that was given to us. And y'all came here from another fucking spaceship and y'all landed here and y'all ended up in the mountains fucking somewhere. And then y'all got confused. Y'all came out the mountains and y'all came down and y'all saw us. And then y'all begged us to help y'all. And we did. And then y'all said, you know what? We're going to fucking kill these motherfuckers. Let's get rid of them. Let's get rid of them and let's take and let's lie on them. Let's create a religion. We're going to give them our religion and force them to pray to our God and our Jesus and our Mary and our Mary Magdalene. We're going to make them worship them. Because they don't even have a God they believe in. They don't even have nobody. They only believe in statues and spiritual gods like the earth, the land, the ground, the grass, and the stars, the moon. They believe all in that shit. We're going to stop them from believing in that shit. We're going to take everything from them and we're going to take their heart. We're going to take their minds. We're going to destroy everything. We're going to take all their artifacts, put them in museums, lie about it. We're going to burn down all their towns. We're going to burn down all their temples. We're going to tear down Egypt, which is really called the land of Kemet. We're going to destroy Kush because they were up there digging around in Kush and destroying their pyramids and shit. We're going to go into Africa, steal all their diamonds, steal all their gold. We're going to go off the coast of Africa, steal all their fucking minerals, steal all their fucking oil. We're going to start drilling. We're going to cause earthquakes and tsunamis. We're going to change the fucking weather forecast to have hurricanes and tornadoes. We're going to create rainstorms. We're going to control the weather. We're going to do every fucking thing that we can to be the only motherfuckers that they're kings of the world. We're going to be like fucking Zeus. We're going to be just like the one that ran the ocean. We're going to be just like them. We're going to be the gods of our Roman and Greek ancestors. We're going to be just like them. We're going to create the city of Atlantis again. We're going to create these wonders that we always wanted but we never had because blacks were here first and they had all the wonders. They had the pyramids. They had all these fucking great fucking civilizations and kingdoms. We never had it before. Then we started creating these fucking kingdoms, but these kingdoms were so fucking diseased, infested, and we used to sleep around with our own women and we used to sleep around with our own sisters and brothers and cousins and shit and having little weird ass little children because we wanted to keep all our money in our family. But no, we're going to do this. We're going to blame every other culture doing the same fucking thing because we were fucking nasty, but we're going to say that they're nasty. Because this is how they created lies and started blaming other cultures for things that we never fucking did. Like they blamed the Mayans for things. They blamed the Chinese for things. the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Hindus, the regular Indians, the Native Americans, anybody they can blame, they blamed. Any place they could conquer, they conquer. Just like Constantine did when he was walking around conquering all these countries and bringing the motherfucking religion, not just them. We forgot about the Knights Templar. We forgot about the Romans. We forgot about everybody that was white, that just did not like anybody beyond their own fucking color. And they didn't like that they were have a little bit of power. A little bit. And we had a little bit of power. They hated it. They tried to snatch it away. Because they hated the fact that if we get a little bit of power, we will actually can rule over them. Like I said, before even the first white man that came from the mountains, after 6,000 years of Egypt, and then they started bringing the white man out of the caves, they did not exist to the black man. And when the black man saw his first white man come into Africa with the cross and a fucking motherfucking white ass Jesus, then they said we got a chance to fucking take over this fucking land and change it into a Christian land. We can do it now. We have to do it now. While they are actually weak. Because the country of Africa was weak. It wasn't as strong as it was during the time of Egypt. Or even the time of the lands of all the kings of, Zimbabwe and many other kingdoms that were there. That was very strong and powerful. That actually defended themselves against the white man. But y'all wanted to come in there and steal, lie, cheat, rape, murder, and do these things. And to this very day, you want to do the same fucking thing to us just because y'all hate us for no reason. And y'all listen to y'all grandmother, y'all great-great-grandmother, y'all great-great-great-great-grandfather. They're telling you lies and stories that never even fucking existed. And y'all believe them because you see on CNN, Fox News, the regular news, or your local news of a black neighborhood, because that's the first thing you see on the news is a black neighborhood. You don't see a white neighborhood first. The only time you see a white neighborhood is when they're talking about, oh, well, Johnny, he's a good child and he did so many great things for his community. Oh, let's go to the black city. Oh, well, 5 black people were shot to death by one black guy. But when you talk about how a white kid went to a school and shot up a school, or a grown ass man that had a mind of a 5-year-old walk into a Wawa, or walk into a motherfucking Denny's, or walk into a motherfucking any type of store and shoot up a store for no fucking reason because he see the black man standing over there, or you see a black woman sitting over there, or you see a black child. Because he had listened to something of what Donald Trump said, or some white supremacist said, or some Ku Klux Klan member said that wore a suit and tie to tell you, hey, hate that motherfucker, take that motherfucker's life, because he's not nothing of you. He's not the same color. He don't have the blue eyes or the long straight hair and the white skin. For what reason that makes it any difference that you're a white man and black people don't fucking care if you're a white man? We don't give a fuck what your color is. We never hated y'all. We just didn't understand why you did the things to us that you didn't have to do. Because we could have came over here and worked and helped you build this country without you even having us not even in one slave chain. But hey, y'all were so afraid of us and y'all wanted money that bad because, number one, in the South, the North really didn't like the South because the North thought the South was illiterate and dumb. And then when the South started making money, the North said, you know what, we need to team up with the South, but we need to get rid of slavery because we want everybody to work. We want this country to be a working country. That's what Lincoln said. And then he tried to make this a straight country of working. But you want to assassinate him because y'all were so fucking mad that he freed the slaves. Then that hatred part comes along after slavery. Hey, the next president of the United States is going to do far worse than any other president that ever had slaves. And guess what? Jim Crow came along. Then after Jim Crow, we had the civil rights movement when we were trying our best to be happy. We tried our best to make something happen good for us, but we couldn't because y'all didn't want nothing good for us to happen. Y'all wanted to still live in the past, which y'all still are doing this fucking very day. Y'all talk about y'all want to stop talking about slavery, but all y'all doing is trying to put us back in slave chains again. That's what you're trying to do. So basically, you still care about slavery because you still want us as slaves. But we don't want to be slaves, and we're not going to be slaves because We're going to fight back. This is right now, we're not doing it because we don't want to fight. But if you keep pushing the fucking gorilla, which the gorilla is probably the strongest animal on the fucking planet, you keep on pushing us black gorillas. You don't like to fuck with a fucking gorilla because a gorilla will tear you the fuck apart. Keep fucking with a gorilla and a fucking elephant. And you know what elephant going to do? Elephant going to stomp you to fuck to death. And we are ready for some fighting. But we're not trying to fight. We're trying to be just people just trying to be calm. We're trying to live our lives because we know we don't live long. Because we're struggling with everything the fuck else is going on in our fucking lives. With diseases and money and trying to find and trying to find and stay in a home and trying to pay our bills and trying to raise our kids into adults and try to keep our kids from going crazy on drugs and being violent. We're trying to be cordial. We don't want to fight. Y'all white motherfuckers want to fight us so bad. Come on. You see what we do in the boxing ring. You already see what we do in the boxing ring. You already see what we learn when we learn how to protect ourselves. You already know what we can do. We're not afraid of fucking nobody. It's just right now, we don't want to do that. We want to just be what we are right now. We want to be cool, calm, and collected. We want to make money. We want to work. And that's all we want to do is make money, work. And we want to buy some materialistic shit. We want the nice car. We want the nice house. We want the bad chick. We want these things. Women want the bad nigga, the nice looking nigga. That's what black women want. They want a good husband. We want a good wife. We want things that we want. We are not worried about putting our hands up and trying to fight for a fucking race, for racism that y'all created. Y'all created the hate. Y'all created the evil. We didn't create shit. We didn't do nothing to y'all. We didn't poke y'all as y'all are bears. We didn't poke y'all. We didn't keep on picking with y'all. We didn't go out there and walk in y'all neighborhood and burn down y'all motherfucking neighborhood with planes and shit. We didn't go into your neighborhood after y'all lied and said that some woman lied and said that a black man touched her in an elevator. That didn't fucking happen. Y'all know that didn't fucking happen. Y'all going into our black towns and tearing black towns and building dams and flooding and doing all this other kind of stuff. Starting fires, kicking in black people's doors, snatching them out their homes and throwing them out their homes. And then you burn their house down and put the cross right in front of the fucking house. For what reason? What the fuck you need a cross for? And why are you burning a cross in the first place? When do you ever see a cross being burnt by God? When do you ever see him burn a cross? He never tells you to burn a cross. And I know he don't fucking tell you to burn a cross. And that's a fucking lie you say you do. It's like you burning the flag. That's what it is. It's like you burning the flag. Which they try to stop us from burning a flag, but you can burn a cross. It doesn't fucking make sense. You can't burn money, but now they try to stop you from burning. They won't let you burn. You can't burn money, but now you can't burn the motherfucking a flag, even though a flag is a motherfucking military thing. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with this fucking country because it's a military flag. Because the fucking flag was made during the during the Civil War or the Revolutionary War that they made the flag. And the flag was used only for war because they used the Confederate flag was also a war flag. So I don't understand what Trump is doing because you're allowed to burn the flag. But hey, they don't want you to do it. Hey, don't do it. But the thing that's funny about it is, how can white people all of a sudden care about the flag and they have burned it them fucking selves throughout history? Like they used to burn books. Like they used to burn money in public. And now all of a sudden, y'all can do anything y'all fucking want. But when black people do it, y'all come after us and y'all try to tear us down little by little. It's crazy. We don't want nothing to do with y'all. We just want to chill. We want to chill and we want to enjoy our lives, and we know that we're not going to live long. We're not going to live to be 1,000 years old. We don't want to live to be 1,000 years old. We just want to live our lives and die. That's all we want to do. We want to make money and have fun and die. That's all we want to do. We want to be with our family. We want to love our family. We want to socialize and keep ourselves from going to fuck to jail. That's all we want to do. But y'all don't want us to do anything besides that. Y'all want to terrorize us until we all vanish. And who are you going to terrorize after that? You're going to terrorize the Puerto Ricans? You're going to terrorize the... Oh, y'all already doing that already. Y'all already terrorizing them. So basically, if we die off, hey, it doesn't matter. Y'all going to terrorize other people. Because that's all y'all do anyway. Y'all can't stand being like Y'all can't just stand having your own power. Y'all are rich. Y'all have everything. We don't have shit. And when we try to have equal shit as y'all, y'all knock us off the motherfucking pedestal. Because y'all don't want nothing us to be like it, but y'all want other cultures to be like y'all. But y'all don't even want the other cultures to be y'all like y'all. Y'all try to stop them from making money. You're trying to stop them from going out there and trying to be millionaires and billionaires. Now, TikTok is having people get their making people lose their jobs. You know, social media, you don't have the right to your own opinion. You don't have nothing to anything anymore. So what does this country really fucking mean? We're supposed to be a free country that we can be able to do anything we want. Any other country's going through a lot of bullshit, but we're supposed to be the country that they should be over there looking at us like, God damn, we should move that country because that country got a lot of freedom. We don't got no fucking freedom over here at all. There's no such thing as freedom over here, and it will never exist to black people. Maybe to white people they have their freedom because they can do anything they fucking want because all the laws is on their side, and we got a little bit of small little bit of a law that's in the Constitution somewhere in that little bit of fucking John Hancock writing that we can't even see or see because it's a small print. And even though that we're still property to this country, because we will always be property, because it's even been said after slavery, our ancestors even told us that we will never ever be free. We will always be property to the government. That's the reason why they can treat us any way they fucking want to, because there's no law to protect black people. There's zero law, which we actually believe there are, because we keep on saying, "Well, you're messing with our rights, man. They can fuck with us anytime they fucking want to. The white man can tear us down. They can redline us. They can Jim Crow us. They can send us back to slavery if they fucking want to. They really fucking kick it. They're actually trying to do that right now. Donald Trump is actually trying to do that right now. You know, and many other white supremacist groups that wear suits, that don't wear the Klan white hat and the white fucking gown no more. They don't do that no. Even the skinheads don't even walk around with bald heads. Now they got long ass hair and they probably still wear all black and red shoestrings, but they don't have the bald heads no more. Even the fucking white, even the white militia, not just the white militia, the Aryan Nation, the motherfuckers walk around with suits on too. Oh, they walk around with a basketball jersey on and a pair of pants and some Timbs, or some pair of Jordans. Want you to believe that they like Michael Jordan, or want you to believe that they like black sports, or they like, you know, black athletes and black rappers and shit like that. All that's fucking lies anyway, because they have to pretend to get close to the black people so they can put a bullet in their head. But don't keep on pushing us because you don't want us to come hard strong. And like I told you, all these other cultures that y'all fucking with are going to probably team up with black people. And even all the people across around the world even see black people as being picked with. Because even other people from other countries don't understand why the United States is still messing with black people after 400 years of treating us like the way y'all have treated us. And y'all don't understand that if y'all want a civil war, we're going to bring some friends. We're not going to be by ourselves when we have this civil war with y'all. And y'all going to be alone. Y'all ain't going to have y'all military. Y'all ain't going to have y'all police. Y'all ain't going to have y'all CIA. But y'all not going to have a lot. Because remember, a million outweighs 1,000. Just remember that. And there's not a million soldiers that's across this country because Japan got that. China has that. Korea has that. Russia has that. The United States don't have a million fucking soldiers. And if we do have a million soldiers, they're not here in the United States. They're all sprawled across around the fucking world. So you can't fight a million people that's going to come probably half across the country to meet in the middle, and we're going to head to wherever y'all want to fight us. Because we're going to be ready. We're already ready now. It's just that we're not saying shit. We're confident in ourselves that we'll win. And I think you don't want us to take over this fucking country, too. Because once we start fighting, we're going for the big house. Remember, the house that was actually designed by a black man? Just remember, the White House was designed by a black man. A black man designed the White House until it was whitewashed. Remember, the White House was never black. I mean, never white first. And then it was burnt down. Then it was rebuilt by a black man. Not rebuilt by a black man. It was rebuilt by slaves, but it was designed by a black man. Just like the Capitol building was built by African slaves. But the thing is that They don't want to tell you that because they're so afraid of the truth that they hide the truth, and they try to take all the archives and hide them like they did with all the slaves that had receipts that were signed by the slave owners that sent the slaves to build the Capitol building. And they try to hide it. And you can go online right now, or you can go on YouTube right now and look up slaves building the Capitol building, slaves building probably Pennsylvania Avenue. You can look it up. And this is the thing that you really want us to fight y'all because we know how to do we know how to do the things y'all did to us. And we're not going to stop. Because once we get started, because you know us black people, once we get started, we get started. We don't stop until the last black man can lift his head up and shoot. We are not going to give the fuck up because we're not afraid. We're just lost because we don't understand why y'all cannot just be cordial with us and try to build with us because we're not trying to hurt y'all. We're not trying to do nothing disrespect. We never try to disrespect y'all. We never even turn our backs on y'all because we try to help y'all when y'all needed help. And when y'all try to help us, we allowed y'all to help us. We even took y'all education, which we really didn't have to. We took y'all medical. We even helped vote for y'all fucking president. We didn't have to be Democrat or Republican. We didn't have to do none of that shit. We didn't have to go to war. We didn't have to fight none of y'all fucking wars. We're gonna put our middle finger up to you, say, go fight your own war. Because we're not fighting your enemy. You fight your own enemy. We didn't have to do that, but we did because we wanted to be part of this country. We wanted something. We wanted a legacy to be tied down to something, and we thought this country could be our legacy. But now we thinking like, goddamn, we can't even live in this country in peace without y'all fucking with us. Leave us the fuck alone. Won't you go and fuck with somebody? Won't you go over there and fuck with the motherfuckers got military arms? Yeah, you won't fuck with Korea, right? You won't fuck with China, right? You won't fuck with Russia, right? You won't fuck with the big motherfucking military motherfuckers. You fuck with black people that can't defend themselves. They got less than anything that we have. Yo, we got a little bit of guns. Oh my god. Oh my god. There was a big fear. Oh, it's like we carry nuclear bombs on us or something. Like you really afraid of us, the little handguns and semis, but we act like we got a big ass nuclear arsenal sitting in our fucking crib and shit that we could just set off anytime we fucking want to. We don't have that shit because we don't do shit like that. We don't go into fucking people's neighborhoods and light their motherfucking neighborhoods up. We don't do that. We don't go and do shit like that. We don't murder our whole family. We don't do shit like that. Yes, we do rob and steal. Like, we had to survive because we got nothing. So we got to take what we can take. That's what people normally have been doing for the past thousands of years. If they don't have it, they're going to take it. And they got to get what they got to eat. They got to eat something. They can't starve. So they got to find some way to eat. And we're going to find somewhere to eat. We're going to find some way to eat. That's normally for any culture. But we're not going to sit up there and fucking do anything to harm y'all. Why do we care to harm y'all? Why do we want to harm y'all? Y'all didn't do nothing to us to harm us. Now y'all have done things to us, but we still don't look y'all way to hurt y'all. But y'all want to hurt us. After all that shit y'all done to us, you know we could have done to y'all? You know what blacks could have done to white people as all the shit that y'all had done to us? Oh my God. You don't know the shit that we could have done. But we never done it. Because us black people have a heart. We think before we do shit. Because we could, like Tupac said, we could have been in the bushes doing some crazy shit, waiting for y'all to come the fuck out of our building. But we don't fucking do that shit. Y'all do that to us. Y'all be sitting up there waiting for us to come out the bushes. Y'all jump out the bushes, y'all ambushes. Or y'all have cops pull us the fuck over and snatch us out of our cars. Just because y'all have nothing better else to fucking do. There's a crime in a fucking white neighborhood, but y'all won't fucking deal with that crime in that white neighborhood. Y'all come to the black neighborhood and think there's a whole bunch of crime, which is not a lot of crime in black neighborhoods. And y'all know there's no fucking crime in black neighborhoods like that. Yeah, we got a little bit of gun violence. Who doesn't, in what neighborhood doesn't have gun violence? But y'all have big gun violence because y'all the only ones that carry the guns the most. And that's the fucking truth. Whites carry guns more than blacks. Y'all are the biggest gun owners. They don't really want to give black guns. And you know how hard it is for black people to get guns? To even get a fucking license? We can't even get a license for weed. You know what I mean? We can't get a weed license. We can't even get a license to even fucking. We're not even give a driver's license. It's hard for black people to even get a driver's license or even fucking loan. You know what I mean? Or even a bank loan. You know how hard for black people to get a bank loan? You know how hard it is for black people to get a car loan? You know how hard it is for black people to get a home? You know how hard it is? And y'all worried about us carrying guns, but we don't fucking got no house to live the fucking. We got no car to drive. You know what I mean? But we're worried about us carrying a gun. That's some crazy shit. But white kids can carry guns down the street and have no problem with a white cop saying, "Hey, that's a great job, son. Just keep doing what you're doing because you are allowed to carry because it's your amendment." But let a black man carry a gun down the street. We're getting thrown on a car, or we're going to have 15 motherfucking cops shoot at us just because we have the right to carry. Put down the gun. Put down the gun. But I got the rights to carry. Who gives a fuck? Bang, 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 bang. That motherfucker's dead because, you know why? I felt threatened. He was going to shoot me. Oh, he didn't have his gun on him? He had some type of weapon on him. Here, put this gun on him. Like, yeah, put this on him. Because I don't want nobody to think I shot that motherfucker for no reason. Which I really did because I just don't like him. I don't like black people. I hate them. Oh my God, I hate black people so much. I don't know why I hate them so much. But I hate black people. Oh, I hate them. Oh, I hate them. Why? I don't know. I don't know. My grandmom told me to hate them. My aunt, my uncle told me to hate them. My great, 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 great grandfather was a slave owner. He hated them. So I have to hate them. So I want them all dead. That's what they put in y'all mind. And y'all actually just take that and absorb it. And y'all walk around with all this hate and all this anger, calling us the N-word. But even though the N-word is not a word that's been carried for very long, because y'all not calling us the ER, because y'all call us the ER, we call us the GA, because y'all are still living in the 1700s. So you'll have to use the ER because it makes you feel like, damn, if I use the ER, it will hurt their feelings, even though that means ignorant. It means ignorant. That's what it means. See, black people take it a different way because, like I said, a lot of black people don't know what that word means. But it means ignorant. That's all it means. It don't really mean anything. It really shouldn't hurt us because the word nigger should not hurt us. It shouldn't. Because we've been called negro for a very fucking long time, even from the Spanish. They used to call blacks negro when they were out there in the West, Africa. So I don't even know why that word hurt us. Even the word nigger is not going to hurt us because, hey, the word been used so much. Why the freaking word? Honestly, the word, that other word should even hurt us. We should laugh that the fuck off. Oh, you can call me that all you want. Hey, well, we could call it what y'all really are. We can call y'all some real bad names because we actually really know the names they really used to call you over there in Europe. And not just that, they still call you to this very day. But we don't do that because we don't go back and forth because y'all attack us with words. We don't attack y'all with words. We call y'all a white boy. Yeah, we probably call you a Karen. But we don't say nothing beyond that. Because why? Why would we waste our fucking time getting in a fight with you? Y'all want to fight with us. Y'all pick fights with us. Y'all will actually stop in the middle of the fucking street, follow us to see what we're doing. And we're not doing anything. Y'all make up shit because y'all just want to be part of the plan. Like, you know how the Joker and the Dark Knight say it's part of the plan. I don't know what plan y'all planning, but you should get the fucking over with because we are sick and tired of waiting. If y'all want to get rid of us, get rid of us. But you're gonna have a hard time getting rid of us. Because we're not going to be like the immigrants sitting up here waiting for y'all to come for us. Because we're going to be waiting at our door with a fucking sawed-off shotgun. And we're not going to be sitting up there with a sawed-off shotgun twiddling our thumbs. It's going to be, ain't that damn motherfucker. When you come fucking through that fucking door, we're going to shoot. Period. That's just facts. And I don't give a fuck this is YouTube. It's just I have the right to my amendment of my words. This is the fucking truth. We're not going to just sit there and let y'all do what y'all done to our ancestors. It ain't going to fucking happen. And y'all want a civil war that bad? Come on. And I'm not promoting it because I don't want nothing to happen to white people. I think white people, there's some good motherfuckers out there. There's some great white motherfuckers out there. My daughter's mother is a white woman. You know what I mean? My daughter's mixed. And the thing is, it's some good motherfucking white people out there that knows that black people have been picked on for a very, very long time. And they don't understand why their own culture won't leave us the fuck alone. And why that we have to go through this shit. And it's the year 2025. And we should be at better odds with each other. We should be actually going to picnics with each other. We should be celebrating shit together. Y'all want to fucking celebrate 4th of July with us, even though we shouldn't be celebrating 4th of July because we were in slave chains at the time? If you want to celebrate all this military bullshit, you can celebrate it with us. But even though y'all wouldn't let us carry no guns, y'all wouldn't let us even fly planes, y'all wouldn't even let us fight in the war. I don't even know why the fuck we celebrate fucking Memorial Day and Labor Day because y'all were fucking treating us like shit during them times. And y'all wouldn't even allow us in the fucking military because even though we were in the military, y'all wouldn't let black people be leaders like sergeants and generals. Y'all didn't even want that to happen. Even when we were cops, y'all wouldn't even let us stay inside. Y'all wouldn't even let us stay inside the motherfucking car or stay inside the building. We couldn't even carry guns. We couldn't even lock up white people. Y'all wouldn't even let us be in the fire department. Y'all wouldn't even let us be nurses and doctors. Y'all didn't even want doctors touching y'all. Like, even during the war, even during all the wars, that doctors were even black. Y'all were so afraid. Not even just that, even during the time of just the time of Jim Crow and the civil rights movement, when they were having black doctors, white people wouldn't even let blacks even touch them. Because they were so afraid of us. They thought we were going to put voodoo on y'all or something. Y'all thought we were witch doctors. Y'all thought we were the devil. We wasn't the devil because we didn't know the devil. We didn't associate with the devil. All we wanted to do is just live our lives. Even if we did believe in y'all religion, we wanted to pray to God and we wanted to live our lives and die. That's it. We wanted to live a happy life. But y'all wanted to make our lives miserable. And to this very day, y'all trying to make our lives miserable, but you can't make our lives miserable for long because we're going to get sick and tired of y'all trying to make our lives miserable, and we're going to change. And like I said before, you never seen a big black man before. A real big black man. You don't want to keep on pushing the fucking ship. You don't want to keep pushing us, dog. You don't. You want to leave us alone. Let us live our lives. We're gonna be in the stick anyway, because if you're believing that we're killing each other off, why the fuck are y'all sitting up there like pushing it? Like, we already know if we're killing ourselves, if you say it's black on black crime and you see it, why the fuck are you still trying to do it yourself? If you know that we're ending our own selves. So why do y'all care? See, I really believe that white people really don't want black people to go nowhere. Because without us, y'all won't exist. Because y'all need our sperm. Y'all need our organs. Y'all need things that we have that y'all don't have, and y'all can't survive. Because that's why there's a lot of mixed kids. Because a lot of white women are marrying black men to have kids because they believe that their own white men can't have kids, are struggling to have children. So they go after black men because black men's sperm is more pure, more powerful. So y'all are afraid that we're taking y'all women. We're not taking y'all women because we don't want y'all women. It's just that if we want children, yes, we're going to have kids because that's what we want. But the thing is that we're starting to see that y'all are getting very upset about us having children with y'all culture. Now, other cultures don't really fucking care because they don't mind having mixed kids. But y'all culture really still care about having this pure white bullshit, which, like I said, never fucking existed. I don't know where the fuck y'all get this white motherfucking purity from, because there was no such thing as white purity, period. It was always mixed. Even during the time when y'all came out the mountains, y'all were mixing with motherfuckers. You know what I mean? The whole fucking England was mixed. The whole motherfucking Spain was mixed. The whole motherfucking continent of Europe was fucking mixed. Even Ireland and many other parts of the world was fucking mixed. So I don't know where the fuck y'all get this white fucking dominant culture from, because it didn't exist. Because the people that y'all try to take away from the land was still fucking here. And then the people that you brought to this land were black, so y'all were not by yourselves. Y'all was another culture. And many other cultures that came from other countries during the gold rush and during the oil rush and during the big boom of jobs. They came from over other countries like the Jewish people, the Irish, the Italians, the Russians, you know, the Austrians, the Ukrainians, all of them, the Muslims, all of them, the Indians. the people from Asia, they came over here. So how the fuck did this country was a all white country? Tell me that. When y'all try to hide this shit because all y'all did was show y'all fucking selves. Y'all didn't want to fucking really tell the truth about that was a mixed country at the time because the United States during the 1900s, and not even just the 1900s, during the 1800s through the 1900s, were mixed with all different cultures. Cause y'all used to treat the motherfucking Puerto Ricans like y'all treated blacks. Y'all used to have big ass signs on doors saying Puerto Ricans were dogs. So how is it that y'all want to believe that this country was an all white motherfucking Christian country and it fucking wasn't? It was a mixed fucking country. Y'all white motherfuckers really believe that y'all had the power at that time. Yes, y'all did. Y'all had the power. Y'all had the riches. Y'all had the billions. But y'all didn't understand when y'all bring people from other countries, they're going to try to help build this country and make money in this country. Now, you created the green card for some fucking reason because y'all wanted to keep a lot of like when y'all invaded Mexico, y'all wanted to keep the Mexicans out so fucking bad. Y'all built the border wall. And then y'all want to build a green card to keep everybody out of the country that's not legal. But how can you do that when you stole a country from the people that were here? Then y'all want to announce that we're going to make this country white again by building it as a country that we're going to make people have green cards. But you got to understand, people were still coming into the country illegally, and it was white people too. You forgot about white people came into this country illegally after y'all even y'all even created green cards. You forgot about the Jews. You forgot many other people that were coming into this country illegally. Remember, like y'all forgot about that. But y'all are just so lost because y'all are the ones that opened up the door for people to come in because you had to make money. This country can't make money without immigrants. They can't make money. So if you want to stop immigrants from coming in this country, well, you're gonna stop making money, and you're gonna keep the Muslims out. You're gonna keep every other culture out of this country. For what reason? I still don't understand because this country will never be white. And y'all want to make this country this fantastic white country. Why won't you fucking do this? Why don't y'all fucking start the fuck over again? Like y'all gotta get rid of everybody in this country first, and y'all gotta start with the Adam and Eve bullshit that y'all believe in so bad. Because y'all believe Adam and Eve was the pure first white two motherfuckers that was on this planet, which they fucking wasn't because they were black. But y'all want to believe that because that's what y'all put in y'all heads. Because that's what y'all created for yourselves. Y'all created a religion for yourselves, and then y'all gave it to us. Then y'all were forcing us to believe in your God and your Jesus, which a lot of black people do for some fucking reason. That's how blacks to stop believing in that fucking God shit because they created it for us to believe in him. But see, like I said, a lot of black people want to be white because they don't even care about their own culture or even give a damn about their own culture. So they'll take another culture and make it their own and believe that they're part of that culture and they were born into that culture, which they were never born into that culture. Even though that they had probably slaves, a little bit of tainting of slavery. Yes, of course, because your family had came from out of slavery and you got a little taint of white sperm. Of course. Yes, of course. That's going to happen. But how the fuck do we end up believing that we're white and we're not? Just because we love the white money? Because they're rich and we're not, and we want to be just like them. We want to dress like them because we did that during the time that we got out of slavery. We started dressing like them. We started smoking cigarettes, started driving their cars. We started trying to own land like them. We try to do everything like the white man did because that's all we learned is from the white man because we were slaves. And to this very day, I still think black people still have that problem of not getting out of that white mind that we've been trapped in for nearly 400 years. That we can never be ourselves. We have to pretend that we have to be them. We have to do everything that they do because we can't do anything ourselves. So we are on crutches trying to have them help us. And like I told you before, the white man don't have to help us for shit. They don't have to give us child care. They don't have to give us health care. They don't have to give black people nothing. But they did it because they don't want us to complain. They don't want us protesting. They don't want us out there standing up for ourselves. So they give us things so to keep us to shut the fuck up. I'm glad they let us be on social media. I'm glad they let us count their money. I'm glad that they let us use the cell phones. I'm glad that they give us jobs because they really don't have to do that. We could be flat broke and fucking on drugs and alcoholics. That's what we really could be. But the thing about it is that they were trying to help us. No, they wasn't. They're trying to get rid of us, but they have to get rid of us by actually bringing us in first. And then once they bring us in first, then they'll get rid of us. Like they would be doing lynching, or they'll throw us in prison, or they'll take us away from our mother and our father. And they'll tell that our mother and father don't want us. You know what I mean? And then we'll be orphans, or we'll be out there trying to figure out why my mom and my dad not in my life, because you know what happened. You know what happened. And I always will tell black people that they will take your family away from you if they want to take your family away from you. They'll break your family apart just because they want to. Especially they did that during the 80s and also the 70s when they brought the crack in. Once they brought crack in, they knew they could separate families. But they brought it to the United States, so let's put it in black neighborhoods. Once we put it in black neighborhoods, we can destroy the black man and the black woman and the black child and separate them. And then once we do that, we could do other things behind that. We could give them guns. After we give them guns, we're going to give them diseases like diabetes. We're going to give them AIDS. We're going to give them like all different types of transmitted diseases. We're going to give them, and we're going to blame them for that shit. We're not going to blame ourselves. We're going to be pure. We're going to have all the health care on our side. We're going to have everything for us, and we're not going to give them goddamn thing. We're going to make black people so hard. We're going to make black people struggle so hard to get good health care, and they're going to die right in front of us. And we're going to laugh at them when they die. And we're going to say, it's y'all fault, but even though we're the ones that gave y'all AIDS, we're the ones that gave y'all diabetes, we're the ones that created all these diseases and viruses and gave it to y'all. And we're going to just laugh at you. And we're going to blame y'all. We're not going to blame ourselves because even though white people are dying by the thousands now, because if God does this, he's punishing y'all, and he will punish y'all. But like I said before, I don't believe in a God because I believe that God would not let his own people suffer this long for no fucking reason. You know, and I believe the God that we pray to, is the God that we should not be praying to in the first place. But this is the reason why black people don't understand their own history and don't care to know about their own history because we are so fragile. But like I said, you want a civil war? We're waiting. But don't sneak up on us. We want y'all to come face to face to us if y'all want to start this shit. Because us black people are really getting sick and tired of being picked with for hundreds of years. We're really getting sick and tired of it. And I'm getting sick and tired of my black culture being afraid of my own black culture. We should not be afraid of my people should not be afraid of my own people. We should be afraid of y'all because y'all are the ones that are doing more damage to us than my own black people are doing damage to ourselves. And it's been going through education and many other things that y'all destroying us little by little because y'all taking away everything from us because we wanted to learn. We don't even have trades anymore. We can't even go and learn a trade. We can't even go and, you know, enjoy trying to get an education. Try because now we got all these fucking black schools. You know, during the time of Charlie murder, they had to close down all the black schools because there were threats at the same time as a school shooting. And when they found out that Charlie got shot by a white guy that was only 20 fucking something years old, they were so mad. Like y'all were so fucking mad that y'all wanted to be an Arab. Y'all wanted to be somebody that had nothing to that had to be an immigrant, but it wasn't. Y'all, that's the reason why I believe that they're going so hard on immigrants because they want an immigrant to do something so bad. They wanted a black man, a black woman, or a black teenager to knowing that we don't do shit like that. We don't go out there and take rifles and aiming at people. Probably that one dude in Baltimore, Washington, a long fucking time ago that was put to death. I believe that they told him to do that shit. But the thing about it is that that was the only motherfucker that did that shit. But black people don't do shit like that. We don't go out there with fucking scopes. We don't do that shit. We don't have the time to do that shit. Us black people are so worried about other shit. We don't have time to do the weirdest shit that white people be fucking doing that harms their own people. We don't do that shit. We don't coordinate and write down the things we're going to do to other people, and we don't follow every fucking body unless we're doing something for the money. But the thing that we going to do something, we're not going to do it for free. Y'all are doing that shit for free. Y'all going out there assassinating your own people. Go ahead, leave us alone. Y'all going out there and doing all that bullshit to y'all old people. Go ahead, leave us alone. If y'all don't, y'all sit up there talk about the left, the right, up and down bullshit, BA select start shit. Y'all fucking are doing that to yourselves. We don't care about doing that to our own people. Like we don't go out there with scopes. We don't do that shit. We don't go and stand on rooftops and point that at people. We don't do that. It's not us. Black people don't do shit like that. We don't waste our time doing that shit, yo. We don't have the time. Like, plus we get bored. We don't want to wait for people to be coming out. We want to do our thing, get it over with, and go about our business. And we want to go and run and hide somewhere. We don't want to fucking waste our time. Y'all coordinate and make plans. Y'all sit there all day long and y'all sit up there and y'all get all excited and the thing about it, y'all don't hide though. Y'all really don't hide when y'all do shit. When y'all do shit, y'all turn yourselves the fuck in. Hey, I guess that's the reason why they say they probably give y'all medical, like y'all give y'all psychiatrists and shit. Because once that white boy that shot Charlie said, when they found out he was a white boy, they start talking about, well, he needs counseling. Let a black man kill him. We would been we would put to death like a motherfucker. We probably been dead the first day. They probably would have killed us as soon as they would have found out it was a black person that shot him. We would have been dead. But y'all locked this white boy. We don't even know where the hell he is. I'm trying to tell you, going to. I believe that they're going to forget about this white boy because this white boy is going to disappear like the boy from Texas. Like they don't talk about the Texas shooting no more. They don't talk about any of these shootings that these white boys do. They don't talk about them. It just disappeared. And I believe something else is going to disappear too. There's another thing that happened that had to do you know with the Democrats when they were getting assassinated. The Republicans try to forget about it, and now it's happening to them from their own group of Republicans. They want to blame the Democrats. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you blame because I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I don't give a fuck about these motherfucking Democrats and Republicans because they're all the same people. To me, they're all the billionaires and millionaires. That's all they are to me. They're all rich people. And they don't care nothing about the community. They care about nobody. They don't care about nobody except themselves. Because y'all going back and forth fighting each other, but I don't understand why we're going back and forth because Donald Trump is going to do whatever he wants to do, regardless if the Democrats fight. They're going to he's going to do whatever he wants to do because now he has so much power. So I don't even know why Democrats are even going back and forth because I believe that they're going back and forth because they got nothing better else to do. So they have to pretend like they're defending us, and I know that they don't care because they're rich and we're poor. So they want to keep their seats open so the next election they can be elected to be president. So they have to keep us in a loop. So I don't even care about Republican or Democrat because I don't consider myself a Democrat or Republican, period, or a liberal or independent. I don't care. It doesn't make a difference because my vote doesn't count anyway. Blacks votes don't count, and black people really think their votes count, and they don't. Zero. It doesn't. And if it did, why they keep on throwing our votes away in the fucking trash can? They keep on telling us that our votes count, and it doesn't. And it's been going on for a long time. And I tell black people to do history about elections and how they treated us in elections every single fucking time, ever since we became Democrat. First we were Republican because of Lincoln. Then we turned Democrat because of Roosevelt. Because Roosevelt wanted blacks to vote for him to get him back in office for a third term. And his wife actually got black women to vote, and got us to be Democrat. And he gave us food stamps. He gave us child care, health care, all that shit for us to become Democrat. And now look at us. I told black people should stay Republican. And this is before Republicans, because there was a lot of Democrats that turned Republican. That's the reason why you see a lot of these evil ass motherfuckers that are Ku Klux Klan members. And I keep telling these motherfuckers, why do y'all actually care about these motherfuckers when they're Aryan Nation, Ku Klux Klan, skinheads? That's all they are, and they're nothing but in suits. They don't wear that white shit no more. They don't walk around with the fucking crosses anymore. They walk around in suits. And they're in the fucking White House. They're in the Pentagon. They're in the motherfucking Congress building. They're in the Capitol building. They're in seats. They're all motherfucking Biden, motherfucking Trump. All these are fucking racisms. They've been racist for years. And everybody know these motherfuckers are racist. But everybody wants to pretend like they're not. Just because they're the president, now he's the president, yes, he's fucking still a racist. He's been a racist ever since he was fucking. People say, well, he hung around black. What white man never hung around blacks? What white man that's rich never hung around blacks? Because Donald Trump loved black women at one point. He actually dated black women. He likes the thickness of a black woman. It's just the thing is that he did not like that blacks were counting his money. He did not like immigrants. He always hated immigrants because immigrants sued his ass. Blacks even sued him when he even had fucking camera. They even had the fucking news go and do an investigation about him not hiring black people at his fucking hotel, in his casinos. And they found out he was not hiring black people. People say, well, you don't have to hire no black, but that's the whole fucking point. You have to hire black people. If you don't hire black people, that's discrimination. You have to hire black people. Like you have to hire any other fucking race. You have to hire people that are non-colored. You just can't have a whole bunch of white motherfuckers working in your company. That don't look right. Because other businesses will see that fucking shit, and other businesses will fucking try to sue you. You gotta know the landscape of business. These motherfuckers out here thinking that these motherfuckers are just super superb rich. They can do anything they fucking want just because they own businesses. Yes, they can. They can do anything they want because they own the business. No, they don't have to hire whoever they want to fucking hire. But the thing about it is that really is a bad reputation. And Donald Trump knows that ever since he was an entrepreneur, before he became president of the United States, he always been the same. He never changed. Just because he has a vocal voice, that don't mean shit. He still was lost. He's still illiterate. He can't read. Everybody knows he fucking can't read. Everybody knows that he's a genius when it comes to business. Yes, he's a genius when it comes to business. But he can't bring that into the fucking office. You can't bring that building up a casino and try to give motherfucking jobs into this country. You can't do it like that. You can't run a military like you try to run your fucking firing everybody in your TV show. You can't do that. It's a military. You can't be telling everybody, oh, I'm gonna bring a military into your state, in your city. You can't fucking do that because the governor of that city can't. They don't have to. They have to approve you bringing the military into their motherfucking city. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He never been president. He never been in politics. Just because he was out of being president that few years, yes, he was probably taught a little bit, but he was going through a lot through the court systems because he was convicted as a felon. He's a convicted felon. So that's the reason why he never got the chance to really learn about politics. He signs anything. He signs an empty motherfucking piece of notepaper. He doesn't read any fucking thing. And when he does read, he reads from a teleprompter. And he doesn't like the fact of reading from a piece of paper. He hated it. And even when Charles had him read, Charles was laughing at his ass because Charles knows he's illiterate. Charles knew him for years. King Charles always knew Donald Trump because he knows his fucking son. Because Charles' son used to be in the United States. So even his grandkids used to be in the United States and used to be hanging around Trump. So he knows him. He knows Trump is a racist. I know he's a racist too. Charles is a racist too. And the whole fucking part of whole England is racist. But the United States should never be like that. But it is. And how can people follow a man that wears a diaper? That has problems with his hands. And he's trying to make everybody feel that you can't talk about it because he wants to be a king so bad, knowing kingship doesn't exist anymore in the United States because we never had a king. But he wants to be a king. And people are worshiping this man like a king. How can you worship a man that does not know what he's doing? But he has all these people following around him and kissing his ass because they're afraid that he's going to take shit from them. And it's not fair because the public is looking at this man like, wow, you're the worst president of all time. That's crazy. He's the worst president of all time. That's crazy. And he still think that the country's great. Oh, yeah, we're doing a lot from this country. There's a lot of jobs. And he knows it's not the truth. The statistic shows that he is the worst president of all time. The stock market crashed like 50,000 times. There's no jobs in America. Everybody's losing their jobs. Everybody's losing their food stamps. By the year 2027, everybody's going to lose their food stamps. Everybody's going to lose their medical. People probably might lose their disability and might lose other things because of this man. Because he wants to take everything from everybody and give to the rich. And he think everybody should work. Yes, everybody should work, but you shouldn't take things from people that need it. I see if you scamming and you doing some dirt, but why are you taking shit from people that need it? Why do you feel? And people in this country like, oh well, people should work. Motherfucker, you need food stamps too. You need medical too because you don't want to get medical from your fucking job, and you need food stamps because food stamps is the only way that you're going to get food. How else you going to get food? You can't pay your rent, you can't pay your mortgage, and you can't pay your car loan with the money that you have from your job because you're making less money at your job. And now all of a sudden, after you make less money for your job, how are you going to feed your kids and you? You need food stamps. Now they cut off the food stamps like to be 166. In certain countries, certain part of the countries is a lot lower than that. But the thing is, people can't survive off a little bit of food stamps. But he's taking that shit away from people, and people ain't saying nothing. People are out there complaining, but people are not really doing nothing. We're going out there marching, but what is marching doing? It's not doing anything. You can't do nothing by just sitting there not doing anything. But when you're trying, it's not working because he's going to fucking sit there and say, well, I need the military. Go out there and get these people. Now he's worried about Chicago. Now he's not worried about Chicago no more. He's worried about Memphis. He's worried about DC. He's worried about the crime. But the United States is not really doing any crime like it used to be because everybody is trying to keep away from going to jail. The immigrants are hiding. Even blacks are hiding because we're afraid that they're locking us up for no fucking reason, throw us in a concentration camp somewhere or throw us in a jail in another country. All because of power. But when blacks stand up, that's when they're afraid of us. Come on, we're ready. It's going to happen soon. I think it probably happen probably a few years from now that it's going to actually be a civil war versus blacks and whites. It's coming. Now I know we calls probably gonna take this video down. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I stated my piece. I don't care anymore about what y'all think about me because y'all can think about me any way you want to, man. Because you know why? The truth hurts. People don't like the truth. And everybody that wants to pretend that they white, you're gonna have to come to the black side because the white motherfuckers ain't gonna fucking defend you. They're gonna pull you aside and say, "Oh yeah, thank you for helping us." Now put this motherfucker on a tree. Listen, man, we don't want we don't want to go to civil war with nobody. We want to chill. We want to enjoy our lives and we want to die. We don't want no problems. We don't want that type of problem. We want to just be stop. We want y'all to leave us alone. Like, leave us alone. Like, won't you go and mess with some? Won't you go and mess with Korea, or go and mess with China, or mess with Russia, or mess with Europe? Europe. Leave us alone. Leave us black people alone, man. Don't pick with us. We're gorillas, dog. We're calm fucking gorillas. Like the gorillas are the most feared animal probably in the jungle. You know what I mean? Probably we're also like a cobra or somebody that you don't want to fuck with because we are ready to attack anytime. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to go out there and have no war with nobody. We want a peaceful life. Yo, we already deal with so much bullshit, stress, anxiety, mental shit, drugs, alcohol. We're dealing with a lot of shit with family. We don't want to deal with fighting somebody over something stupid that y'all created. Like y'all created this mindset of fucking with us, and y'all put all this bullshit in y'all head like we're evil people, and we're not fucking evil people. We're not. We're good people with good hearts. Cause like I said, we could be in the bushes waiting for y'all to come out of y'all fucking homes, but we don't do that shit. We don't need to do that shit because we don't want to do that shit. It's a waste of our time. All we care about is money. That's all we care about is making money and and doing things for ourselves and try to keep ourselves healthy, keep our kids healthy. You know, and we trying to do that. We ain't trying to go out there and hurt nobody. I mean, yeah, we probably hurt each other, our old people, but we ain't trying to hurt nobody. We're not trying to cause no problems. We want to stay out of trouble. But y'all try to get us into trouble, try to make us look like we're trouble. It's sad. Like, you actually watch when police pull us over and we're sitting there just like wondering why we gotta get out of our car. We didn't fucking do anything. And they can search our car anytime they fucking want to and say that, well, we could search your car without a warrant. They said, well, we could have you over here with handcuffs on, but we could search your car. But you got to search our car with a warrant. No, I don't. I got probable cause. No, you don't. You have to search my car with a warrant. You can't go in my house without a warrant. So how can you go in my car without a warrant? You know that's fucking the truth. But they do it anyway. And I don't know how black people are not afraid of that. We can't have a full blown conversation with a cop. Because the cop's going to be like, okay, ha, 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 get out of the car. We need to search your car because we think you have drugs. I smell weed. Is that an alcohol can right there? Is that beer? Uh, you got too many people in this car. That person right there looks like he's suspicious. That person looks like he got a warrant. You got tinted windows. That's illegal. Anything to get us out the car, anything to put handcuffs on us, anything to go into our car, into our possessions to see what we got. Just to get an arrest because y'all have to. Because y'all sergeant told you, hey, y'all need to go out and lock up some black people. Cool. We'll do that today. I'll get 10 black arrests. You know, that's why they get these awards. They don't get awards because they go out there and they fucking fight crime. They get awards because they lock up black people for no apparent reason. And they keep us in jail for years without parole. It's sad. Very, very sad, yo. But like I said, Civil War's coming. So us black people ain't gonna be sitting up there trying to prepare ourselves like white preppers are doing. Like they're y'all prepping to fight war. Y'all out there fucking pointing at shooting at trees and and doing all these other things and try to get y'all prepared for us and shit like that. Like, hey, y'all really must be scared of us. Y'all going out there shooting at trees and watermelon and other shit just to see if y'all can get y'all aim straight. It's crazy. It's sad. Like y'all really got nothing else to do with y'all time. Except pick with us. Like and bother us.